You're listening to Pato's Powerhouse.
Pato Morningstar, your friendly neighborhood foul-mouthed podcaster, and that's right, a duet, another freestyle, so I don't know what I'm going to say next. How I get to be the villain of this here story is something I'm trying to figure out, how I fit in this category. I mean, I'm such a nice guy when you really think about it. Went to church, said fuck the devil, and got kicked out for it. I don't believe it. How you guys gonna kick me out for that? I thought y'all hated the motherfucker. What's up with that? But anyway, here I go with my flow, not knowing where the fuck I'm gonna go next because these words are just bombarding my head. I never know exactly what is it that I'm going to say or what I have said. I'm just going around looking for little points, and I'm looking at a screen that is off and it looks like a cat staring right at me. I got cats in the head. Am I Catman? No, I'm Batman. Oh, never mind. Let me break it down like this. I'm gonna go and tell you that this is it. I'm just messing around. Thank you for sticking around.
You're listening to Pato's Powerhouse.
What up, motherfuckers and motherfuckerettes? Welcome to another episode of Pato's Powerhouse. And let me tell you, it's been a minute since I've been behind the microphones. I've been busy because, well, you know, I am one of the hardest working mofos in this third rock from the sun. So yeah, I've been busy, been doing some stuff, took time off work so that I could work on something else, and I'm really tired. But I did manage to make it to Beetlejuice. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but I will tell you, you need to go see that movie. You know what? Michael Keaton's in the 70s, but, you know, he pulled it off. It's there were some things that I was like, kind of like, oh, okay, could have been done better. But you know what? I like it completely. When it's all said and done, I mean, the whole thing, I like it. It's playing on the nostalgia from the 80s, of course, you know, for us that saw the original. And all I'm saying is it's a good, fun watch, you know, something that you could watch and just, I don't know. You know, one of those movies that, you know, you have no agenda. You're not there to prove the science. You're not there to prove the magic. You're not there to prove anything. And that's what I'm talking about. So, Beetlejuice. Yeah, go check it out. And no, nobody's paying me for advertising for them or telling you. It's just something that I managed to do in my busy schedule. You know, 26 and I made it out there. And it's kind of cool, you know. In other news, after a few months of hiatus, I'm back going to the gym. Now, the first time I ever did this, a lot of disasters happened. I think the Queen of England died, Coolio died, there was a hurricane in Florida, and K-Dog, my partner in crime from Cursory Overload, blamed me for stepping out of the fitness protection program and changing the algorithm of the world or something. I don't know. So what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, I'm back in the gym. I don't think the results are going to be this catastrophic because the initial damage was done almost 2 years ago when I went back to the gym. But yeah, I've been busy and I had stayed away from the gym. I was working a lot and no time for the gym. You know, you have to rest well, you know, in order to go exercise because being on the go all the time, I mean, you can't. You have to. Rest has to be part of a good, you know, fitness program. Without rest, you can't let your body recover. But I'm pretty sure you know that. Let's see, what else is going on? Oh, dude. I guess I was watching LL Cool J's VMA performance, and Cool J is cool. You know, I like him. After all, cool is in his middle name. LL Cool J. You know, ladies love Cool James back in the day. So anyway, what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is he brought Public Enemy to perform there. Wow. You know, talk about goosebumps. Talk about wow. I'm getting a message. I'm not answering that right now. I'm busy recording. Jeez. Timing. So what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is that talk about that feeling, you know, the goosebumps, what a holy roller would describe as a spirit-filled worship service, you know. It's all I can tell you. That's how I felt, especially watching Flavor Flav and Chuck D come on stage. And, I mean, oh gosh, I can't explain. You know, there's this phrase there from that song that he was performing that we've all scratched the hell out of it, you know, all DJs. And I love it. And when he belted it out, I mean, like I said, goosebumps. That energy that you get at a worship service. When I heard Chuck D belt out, once again, back is the incredible. I mean, wow. I don't know. It took me back. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Which I was thinking about something. The other day I was scrolling through TikTok or YouTube's, or I can't remember which one, but I came across Ice-T. He was being interviewed, and he was talking about how now that he's older and, as people age, even if they have a hit record, it's not going to be the same as it would have been in their youth, because that's the way the industry is set out to be. Even if the record is fucking fire, it's just not going to hit the same way if it's done by a 60-year-old guy versus a 20, 30-year-old guy. Must be important. I mean, anyway, talk about the fitness protection program, and that message is one of those annoying ones from my gym. Yeah, I know I went back a few days ago, and it's probably time for me to get back to that. But what I was saying, if I was saying anything, and I was thinking about it, yeah, the industry is kind of like that, but then again, we are from a generation that has changed the world. I mean, think about it. Gen Xers, and, we're old as hip hop. Hip hop is a movement that's taken all over the world. So why couldn't we age along with it? I was thinking about that. Especially after listening to the Murdergram 2, which has been all over the place, LL Cool J, LL, Eminem, just hearing them flow. And nothing against the new stuff or whatever, but some of us more not so younger youngsters anymore, I mean, kind of don't like the mumble rap and stuff like that. I mean that's I get it. It's you kid stuff, Hey, hip hop was us kid stuff, and our parents didn't get it. But what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, excuse me, is that as we're getting older, I mean, why can't there be like a adult contemporary rap category? Something that might like extend the career of some of our favorite rappers. I mean, because, I mean, they can still spit fire out there. I mean, listening to LL and M, I don't know, you listen to Snoop Dogg. I mean, you listen to a lot of the stuff that's being done by older cats, by the OGs, by the pioneers. I mean, at the same time, it's like, should an adult contemporary rap category be created, or should we just admit the fact that if you're dope, you're dope? It doesn't matter how old you fucking are. I mean, for all we know, there's a 65-year-old that was never able to fulfill his dreams in his 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, and right now might be thinking about dropping that one song that's gonna put the whole planet on fucking fire. I mean, that could be happening, and maybe the only thing that's stopping him from doing it is the fact that dude is in his 60s. I don't know. Like I said, back in my days, I was into that. I was trying to be a rapper back in the day. I went religious, and I kind of put the brakes on that. And I tried to go Christian rapper, but I kind of put the brakes on that too, because I wasn't feeling it. There was something about it that I was just not, and not the rap itself, the art itself, good. It was just a lifestyle. But that's talk for another day. We're not going to sit here and talk religion right now. But what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, I mean, adult contemporary rap, maybe that should be a thing. I'm just saying.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
All right, we're back. Beetlejuice. I saw the movie. You guys need to go watch it. Also, Deadpool 3. If you haven't watched it, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, what am I going to do with you? I'm just saying, those are fun, just fun watches. You don't have to go in there trying to figure anything out. You can just go in there and watch them. Anyway, I just figured I'd throw that out there. And, this time of the year is pretty hard on me too. And I try to distract myself. One of the reasons I'm podcasting right now is because 7 years ago, my dad passed away, and today and tomorrow are the harshest days because I used to talk to him. I never got along with my my dad, well, really my stepdad. I never knew my biological. But what I'm saying, my dad, there's no steps in between there. What I'm saying is, I didn't really get along because as we were growing up, different mentalities, different whatever. But as he was, let's just face it, my dad would have never won a Dad of the Year award. But as he got older, I learned to forgive him, not for him, but for me. So let's just say that the last 15 years of my dad's life, I had a good relationship with him. And we used to speak on the phone every day. And like I said, my dad wasn't the greatest. I mean, he left. He would, when the tough got going, he got going. You know how they say when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. Well, when the going got tough, he would be like, deuces, bitches. And a lot of the times I got shipped over to one of my uncle's house, which was a blessing in disguise because my cousins there became my other family, my other set of parents, my other set of brothers, which I am very grateful to this day for everything. But what I'm saying is the reason why that happened a lot was because, Dad was Dad. So what I'm saying is I put that all behind me. I forgave him for me. No grudges, no nothing. I just let it be. So the last 15 years, we used to speak on the phone every morning around 6 a.m. I would call him. I would talk to him for about 10, 15 minutes and go about my day. 7 years ago, it was, I think it was the 22nd, yeah. It was a Friday. I forgot to call him that morning. And in the evening, I got the last phone call I would ever get from his number. And at first, when I saw his number, I was like, oh, crap, I forgot to call him this morning. I'm going to get an earful. But it wasn't him. It was the nurse at the ER and asking me who was I to, she said his name. And we went from there. And then she told me he's being helicoptered over to Tucson. Doesn't look good. And then, of course, I had to be the person who delivered the news to my sister and tell her, well, this is what's happening. So 22nd, 23rd, lost my dad 7 years ago. And even though it's been 7 years, I wish I could tell you that, oh, you get over it. I mean, it doesn't hurt as much as it did 7 years ago, but it is what it is, right? I mean, life goes on. And all I can tell you, if you're going through that right now, I mean, it's not easy. And I can't say that I understand your pain. Everybody deals with different things. I mean, your different ways too with grief. 7 years ago, my brother from another mother got me into podcasting. I mean, we started Cursory Overload. And I did it as a way to kind of deal with my grief at the time. A lot of things came out of that, which is crazy, But what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is that it's important to enjoy life, important to enjoy the people in your life, people that matter. I mean, life changes a lot. People come, people go, relationships change. But for the most part, those people that love you, that support you, blood or not, I mean, because family is not just blood, make an effort to reach out to them, to love them. And not because Pato Morningstar is telling you, which even Pato Morningstar, that's my podcaster name. Pato was a nickname that I got at work. And I've already told you, it started as Duck, but my European American counterparts here were like, well, Duck is Latino, so let's call him Pato. So anyway, what I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, it's just that live each day like it's your last one, Make it count. Live, laugh, have fun. And in that spirit, lately I've been duetting hip hop raps or whatever. I've been doing freestyles. I've been doing stuff on TikTok, duets. Big shout out to Anabolic Beats, by the way. I can't forget that. Started this show with a duet that I did on TikTok, and the beats are made by Anabolic Beats, which you can look them up on TikTok, look them up on YouTube, and if you like the beats, I mean, I'm sure you can come to some kind of agreement right there. You know, I'm gonna end with the first freestyle I did. It's also Anabolic Beats, which, by the way, like I said, I'm gonna put them in the. I'm gonna write it down there in the podcast credits. All I'm saying, if I'm saying anything, is that if you like it, hey, check it out. Go to his page. If you have a dream to be the next schmo that can flow, you never know. This might be your chance. So that being said, you motherfuckers and motherfuckerettes, have a good one. Later. Otto Morningstar here, your friendly neighborhood foul mouth podcaster. Doing a freestyle here. It's not my forte, but let's see how it goes. I'm not trying to be a Latin Eminem, regardless of what the AC rep said in a review back then. I'm just trying to bring my own character to life, the one that escaped the mental ward dressed as a doctor. Doc Holliday, not the pistolero, but the one that goes around grabbing nurses' asses, giving good news and bad news scenarios to patients for the fuck of it. I remember I had a lot of fun doing that. I got good news and bad news. What you want to hear first? Give me the bad news, Doc. You're gonna die, man. What's the good news? I'm fucking the nurse. I don't know, I think that's how it went back in the day. I burned all those CDs in the masters. I don't know, I was going religious at the time. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. But anyway, what I'm doing right now is trying to make up for last time. I don't know, I'm just having fun with this rhyme. If you like it, tell a friend. Give me a follow.
You're listening to Otto's Powerhouse.